It's called the my all male burlesque show is called the Flat Bottom Grooves. Oh, it's not on yet.
Still fetching.
Still fetching.
John's still fetching.
Thank you. Barely know how to use woodworking tools, let alone video.
Also still on.
Alright, so yeah, Facebook is having an issue.
So sorry that we lost audio. Hopefully you guys all transferred over to this new live feed.
Yeah, but still, except Facebook is still not pulling up.
Waiting for Facebook to come
There's
up.
YouTube, and my wife is watching, so this is weird.
Live technical
support with Logan Whitmer.
Still waiting
You
for
aren't
Facebook.
kidding.
Hold on.
Ask your technical support questions here. Yes.
Hold your
Sir, have you
shorts.
restarted your machine?
Your hardwood shorts.
Yes, why is Facebook not?
Bill looking on with approval.
It's called management.
Yeah.
Says it's fetching out it. Alright. Those of you guys that are on here on YouTube. Audio's there.
Shop is quiet.
Shh. It's library day here in the Woodsmith shop.
Friday afternoon in here.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Might be giving up on Facebook, people.
Yep. Okay. Well, here we are, maybe back. Facebook, I'm sorry, I don't think you're working right now. I don't know why. But let me square you guys up quick. I think John bumped it. There we go. I'm sorry, it just felt a little weird. Yeah, for some reason we are having issues on our stream on Facebook. This is the Woodsmith AV Club. We'll figure it out eventually, guys. So this week in the shop we do not have Dylan. He is in France right now, but I think Mark has something going on, and we'll see if we find Steve. But out here I have my cabinets I was working on last week are not done. Unfortunately, I know my wife is probably watching, and she is sitting at a patched together. Did my wife say that? Did she tell me to zip up my shirt again? So I am basically working on my countertops out here for my built-ins in my office at home. These guys are pieces of an elm tree that are from my property. We don't usually get elm very large. Dutch elm disease killed a lot of our trees, what, probably 35, 40 years ago. This happened to be a rather large one that was at my place, and I had brought up to a sawyer here in Waterloo, Iowa to have cut. So I've been working on these guys. You can see I have some epoxy fills in some areas where there was some bark inclusions. I cut these, probably a year ago, a little over a year ago. And when I cut them, I stacked them in my garage where there's not a whole lot of air movement, hoping that they would spalt a little bit, because plain sawn elm, in my opinion, can be a little ugly. Sorry, Matt Cremona, if you're watching, I know you're using elm with black epoxy. I swear, it just happens to be coincidence. But I like a little bit of color from the spalted elm, and they did. The color is a little dull now because I've been sanding this epoxy down to redo the fills on it, but we have a lot of black, a lot of reds, a lot of grays in here, which is kind of cool. So this will be a pretty cool desktop once it is all done, which I'm hoping is going to be this weekend. It's going to be this weekend no matter what, because I don't think my wife wants to sit at her Fisher-Price desk for another week. So I will get that done. But one thing I did want to announce, I'm announcing that, right, Phil? Am I announcing the thing and the thing? The thing? Oh yeah, give me the thing for the thing. So for the last couple years, we have talked about doing this, and this is something we're all kind of excited about. So coming in, I guess September, October, we are September. There's Becky's beautiful handwriting. September 30th and October 1st. This is our official sign, so we're gonna put these out front. But we are gonna be hosting a Woodsmith fall workshop here in Des Moines. It will be a limited entry event. I don't know how many. Do we know how many tickets we're gonna be selling? 250 tickets to this event. It will be, like I said, September 30th, October 1st, and we have a couple of people coming in to do the seminars with us. So it will be a 2-day event, and it will be, are we telling where it's hosted at yet? Okay, it will be hosted at Living History Farms here in Des Moines, which is a really cool 18th century farmstead. It's a couple hundred acres, probably 500 acres. They have a lot of big historic buildings that we're going to be hosting our seminars in. So there will be a handful of us from the Woodsmith staff giving presentations. And am I dropping any names or no? Not for sure. We have some other woodworking personalities that will be here. We'll save that. We have to save a little bit of pizzazz for a little bit later. But that will be coming. So keep your eyes out if you're interested in attending that. Keep your eyes out. We'll be sending out probably some emails, and there will be some social media posts. I'm hoping we'll maybe do a YouTube video on it. So if you're on YouTube, which I think most of you guys are, I don't know if you have anybody on Facebook right now because that stream was not wanting to kick off. It's still not kicking off. So we might be live on Facebook, we might not. I don't know. So let's go in the shop.
Can you wrangle my cords, Becky?
So,
Just make sure.
why Dylan?
Dylan's fine.
Yeah.
Dylan's not here, so I'm going to take his space for a moment. The project that I'm currently working on right now is a rocking chair that was just like the one that we featured in season 12 of the TV show. We had some props left over and some blanks, and I'm working on it. What I have right now is the back assembly with the 2 back legs, and I'm working on the slats. What's kind of fun is that these are shaped to match the contour of your back as you're reclining in the rocking chair. So it's been pretty fun to bandsaw this out, try and stay nice and smooth, and then to smooth those out. I've also been working on the curved slats that go in there, finding material that is going to play well together as I put the back of the chair together. And again, sawing these out on the bandsaw really tests your skill and helps you improve your skill. But the cool part for me was figuring out a way to efficiently smooth them. Now, we showed on the episode about smoothing them with a sanding drum and a drill press, but I decided to get some of my hand tools out. So I had made a spoke shave using the Lee Valley small spoke shave blade kit. So I have a spoke shave that I used, and then this is a scraper that I made off of, I think from a photo, based on a photo from one of Garrett Hack's books. And they both work really well to remove the bandsaw blade marks and to give me a real smooth surface, and did so without creating a lot of dust. So as I've been working on this chair, one of the things that I've been trying to figure out is what I'm going to do for the finish on this, because it's white oak, and I actually kind of like the natural color of white oak. So I'm debating whether I do kind of either a water-based finish or spray lacquer to kind of keep that mellow look of the white oak without going for stain. So if you have any suggestions on what your favorite white oak finish or stain is, I'd love to hear it. So you want to put that in the comments, that would be pretty sweet. So I think we're going to turn over to Mark, and he's got updates on what he's been working on.
Hello. So finally get my lunch breaks back, and I've got my Dylan designed campaign chair all built, but unfortunately it's not here because it's already gone to the auction for people to bid on. But there it is, the finished product with the leather and cherry. And whoever's interested in building this, the plans are in issue 240. So there it is. Back to my normal job. This is the John designed table saw workstation I've been working on. Got the drawers all made today. This is coming along nice, so next week get the wheels on it, get it flipped over, get all the drawers put in and get this job wrapped up. So that's what I've been working on this week.
Cool. I don't know where everybody
Has everyone disappeared?
Disappeared.
Oh.
Huh?
Where's everybody?
I'm here. I'm here. Hold on. Sorry, I was trying to wrangle a little more cord. Let's go back to Steve's bench. See what he has going on, because I know he is. So Steve Johnson for many years was our shop craftsman. We had a couple Steves actually, and in the last couple years, Steve hasn't done much building, but he has since moved over here, and he is starting to build a few projects for us again. How much more cord do we got? That's pretty much it. So I think that's close enough. Let's scooch that out of the way. Steve's probably in his office watching us, shaking his head. But Steve is actually taking over the crib build for Dylan. The way a lot of our processes work here at the magazine is we will, one of our designers will design a project, and depending on what the project is, they may or may not build it. If it's a smaller project, they'll probably just go ahead and build it in a day or two. If it's a bigger project, like John's table saw cabinet workstation that Mark's working on, that will get handed to one of our builders to build it. So Dylan has, because he is in France sipping his little coffees, he has handed off the crib build to Steve. So Steve's starting to work on that right now. You can see one of the side templates that Steve has ran out, and he's working on a few jigs to cut some mortises in the sides that will connect the, well, I guess these are the ends, to connect the side panels. And that is being made out of, it looks like some quarter sawn beech, which will be kind of cool. And I don't have, I thought I might have, I do have some renderings of what the finished crib may look like. So it will be beech with some inlays in there, or some inlays, some contrasting sides. And Dylan and Steve were talking about those maybe either, I think he said mahogany or cherry. So if anybody has any suggestions, let us know what you think. Just remember that the main crib will be beech. So, and that might be stained. I'm not sure. I know Dylan had talked about staining that at one point. So, did we have anything else in here, Phil?
I was going to talk.
John was going to talk. Oh yeah, let's get John in front of the camera. You can get it? I got it. I got it. Where are you going?
Over here.
Okay.
I think it's heavy. I had to hand it off. You're going to run out of cord. Let me wrangle cords real quick, guys. Here we go. Follow me. All right, we have a couple things. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Blue Bayou Sunken Treasure. I wrote that down because it's a mouthful. Actually, they contacted me several months ago. They got some pretty cool products. What they do is they're from South Louisiana, and they specialize in recovering sunken logs of like cypress, heart pine, walnut, and other specialty woods from the swamp in the bayou there. It's actually pretty cool. I'll put their website in the description. It's just bluebayousunkentreasure.com, but they got some photos of how they recover the wood and some videos, and what they do is recover old lumber from the bottom of the swamp, slab it, dry it out, and then they ship it all over the world.
And that was stuff that's probably been cut down.
Yeah, it's probably been in the swamp for decades, and they're going back now and recovering it. But they sent me a sample, actually, of this. This is a piece of cypress, and it's kind of cool because you can see that it was, you know, cut down with an axe, and then here's the hinge piece where it broke off, and then they transport some of the lumber either in the swamp or if it fell off a barge or something and then sunk down, and now they're going back and recovering some of this old growth wood. So that's pretty cool idea. So if you're into that thing, check them out. But they sent me this sample piece of cypress, and it's been, we'll say, acclimating in my office for a few months. And I really wanted to build something like a little box or a trinket or something with it, try it out, maybe send it back to them so they can display it. But kind of been putting it off, been busy, not sure what to build. So if you have any suggestions of something I can build with this, let me know in the comments.
What would you say that is? Probably 3.5 square feet? Or
Yeah, so
feet?
it's not going to be something very big. I also wanted maybe to mix in some wood here from Iowa, maybe some walnut or something to accent that, to kind of bring the Louisiana-Iowa connection together, you know, so it's not all cypress. You know.
Isn't Louisiana where Mark's from?
I think he does. Does he have a Louisiana? Is that his accent? I think it's Louisiana. He sounds kind of Cajun.
Yeah.
So if you have any suggestions on that, let me know, and we'll see what happens there. Maybe we'll shoot some video of building something with that. The other thing is, if you're a fan of our plans on woodsmithplans.com, we've kind of quietly introduced a new product on there, and that's premium plans. So it's something we've wanted to do for years. Normally you'd get, like, this is the plan from the magazine, so you get all the photos and everything you need to build it. But being limited to the size of the paper, we've kind of crammed it all in there, so it's a little bit harder to see. And we've had shop drawings that you've kind of seen the guys hold up that we use to build our projects here. And we've had those, and we've wanted to share them with you. So now we're including those as a upgrade to a lot of our projects. I think we have about 100 projects now. But so we have this mobile cutoff bin. You can see there's just a lot more detail on each part. More exploded views, everything's just easier to read. So although our original plans, you have everything there you need to build, this is just a little bit more helpful as far as getting through the project and that sort of thing. And if you're trying to look at these and get screenshots and build from what you see here, this is a free plan on woodsmithplans.com. It's the mobile cutoff bin. Go there, download the plan for free. You can check out the shop drawings, see what they're all about. Let us know what you think, if there's anything we're missing, or if we need to add, or anything else you'd like to see with the plans there. And we'll be promoting those soon and getting more up as we get them. So
those are the actual CAD drawings.
Yeah, these are the CAD drawings that we do all the modeling, and then we create these drawings, get them to our builders, get them to our...
Those are what are used by our illustrators.
Our illustrators. So this is like the original. And the other cool thing is, as I was going through some of these old ones, I found a few Easter eggs of some options that maybe didn't get put in the magazine or the plan. It's just, you know, some ideas that the designer had and they didn't ever get published. So I left those in there. So if you find anything cool like that and you want to add it to the project or build it, we'd love to see that. So let us know if you build one of these or if you have any suggestions. So pretty excited about that. That's been a long time coming. So I think that's it. Does anybody have anything else they want to add? No? So yeah, look for more information on the shop drawings, more information on the, what's it called, Woodsmith workshop coming up this fall, and everything we have there.
And next week the AV Club will be ready.
Yes, next week the AV Club will have batteries for the microphone, and we'll get it right next time, I swear. So
I think Facebook is actually having issues, which is
yeah, let's blame it on Facebook.
well.
They're actually,
if you have any comments,
Yeah.
oh, so contact Mark Zuckerberg on that. And if you have any problems with Facebook, I think his contact information is on Facebook. So yeah, so hopefully you guys could hear us and see us, and I guess we'll see you next week.
Don't forget your safety glasses.